random producers would just make beats that would sound like these producers. That's so that's great. So that's basically what you did.
Yeah, that's literally exactly like all this like, cause there's really like, cause I'm still in high school, so like there's like maybe like 2 producers at my school, but we don't really like connect that much.
Yeah.
So like if I want to like find something I'm looking for,
What did you look for this one? What would you look up?
This one I was trying to find something. This one I actually didn't look up anything for. I was looking around at like I found this guy's page, and I went on his page, and it literally said like I was just going through the playlist, and it just said Lana Del Rey, and I was like, oh, like I don't listen to Lana Del Rey, but I clicked on it, and it more reminded me of Kid Cudi, which is what I liked about it. So then that's how I found it.
Yeah, I really like the song. That's awesome. So this person has no idea that you did something on his beat.
Not yet, no. It's usually like I'll experiment with them, and then like if I like it enough to like I want to like.
Isn't that crazy? There's like a whole world of like, cause like some girl, I saw this documentary called Miss Shaw, and some like random lady, she was like kind of struggling. I think she does hair, and she would just sing acapellas online. You know, randomly some guy from Denmark would just like find these acapellas and like soulful acapellas, and he started making like real track instrument for instrument, track for track, like making it sound like she was like extract like what Barbra Streisand or like Shaka Khan was singing on a beat like that. And they made a big album, and she got to meet him, and like her songs are big. She got put onto a link, and she seen like her voice on the guy's song. She's like, whoa, like this is like a big concert. That's cool. So I had no idea that's like a thing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How many songs do you have? I guess my first question should be like why do you want to do music?
So I guess like, so I always like writing. So like I like screenplay writing, like stuff like that. So basically everything I do just comes from like writing, because I just like making things. And then my like.
Yeah, maybe you can help me out with some writing stuff. Cause your writing seems really deep.
Oh, this song's definitely probably like, I was hella depressed. So I was like, this is probably a hella depressing song, but.
How old are you?
18. I just turned 18. Right.
I feel like when I was 18 too, like I was at my most expressive state. I don't know if it's because I was like taking like vocabulary tests all the time, like, having to write essays, but I was just so expressive, and then I started like gaining self-knowledge from like 19 to 20, just living on the streets. You know, like trying to find books about if does aliens exist, or you know any propaganda, anything I can get myself into, or like anything about like natural healing, or like, you know, what are we, spirits? What am I? You know, like trying to figure out. And like I was so prolific. I was like a really good rapper back then. Like now I'm like, I suck at rapping. I'm just like, I'm really good at like making music, like producing music. You know, I'm really good at like arranging. You know, helping people like come up with a good tune. You know, like writing my own stories.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I want to do like a rap album. But I really like this song. It has a lot of different like realms and phases in it, and I like the talking stuff in the beginning.
That part, like, I was like, I'm not a crazy vocalist, so like, at first I had like a part, like I was like, okay, I can do this, and then like I tried it, and I was like, I can't hit those vocals. Yeah. So I was like, at first I was just gonna take it out, but it's just like a rough draft, so I was like, right. I might just like, I just tried to find ways to. Like,
you can hit him. I mean, are you familiar with Travis Scott?
Yeah, I like Travis Scott.
A friend of mine. He can't hit those vocals either, but with the help of my man right here, you can hit them vocals, bro. You know, like this amazing. I was always against it, you know, because I'm like a pure singer. Like I never want to go, you know, like from Kanye and T-Pain, all these guys are like doing auto tune, and that shit was so huge. I'm always against the grain. Like, all right, it's, you know, it's cool to rap. All right, I don't want to rap. You know what I'm saying? I don't like rapping melody. You know, whatever it's cool to do. Like I don't want to be a part of for some reason. But so when me and Paul started writing, like he helped me. You heard my album Vibes? Yeah. Right. So he came on like maybe like a year before that started, and I invited him to come out to Palm Springs to help me write it. And there was a lot of singing melodies, a lot of intricate stuff. You know, like I'm really against it, but Paul's really good at like, you know, making your voice sound like an instrument, like art. You know. Yeah. You just gotta, like, your voice is like an instrument. That's like one of the instruments you gotta learn how to play. And yeah, sky's the limit. So I like all these melodies on the song. I think Paul could hook him up. Yeah.
Cool. Auto-tune is definitely like Because at my like school, a lot of people like are like making music now.
But yeah, I mean, there's other ways to do it without autotune, right, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, mainly Melodyne is like, well, there's there's lots of them, but like there's a way to do it where it's definitely not going for like trying to fix a bad singer. It's more like getting the exact vocal performance that you're looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more like the approach is like getting exactly what you want.
Yeah, I've tried ways where super organic, like back to the 60s, 70s, where like I had to take like 60 takes, like like in an hour, like 60 you start becoming crazy and delusional. You don't know what sounds different anymore.
Yeah.
So my new technique, I just go with like, I want to play my new album too. That's gonna come out this year. My new technique is just, super rough, super like I want mistakes. I want like my chains dangling, or I want that grittiness in my voice. Oh, it's 5 a.m. Oh, Paul, let's start recording. Like, I smoked a lot of cigarettes and drank a lot. I don't really drink that much, but my voice is super raspy at this. I've been talking all night. Let's record 6, 7 in the morning, and I saved, all the demos I'm gonna play for my album. Like those are probably gonna go on my album.
They're all super inspired performances. You know what I mean? It's like
performances, yeah.
That's what they are. They're each one is like, you can hear the urgency of the time. I think in the vocal performance.
So that's maybe a good thing too for you to practice is like performances. Like a lot of people just do like short, like, oh, let me just do 5 lines. But say like if you have to perform the song for the first time, you can't stop it and go repeat. So you're gonna have to try to reinterpret the song the best way you can, sing it perfectly as best as you can. And like you have your in-ears or whatever, however you need to listen to your voice to hear back to make it sound good. I think those are, you get some strong stuff. But you need like you need to like either, you need a guy like Paul, you need to, learn it, to edit yourself, because there's so many comps and stuff you have to do.
Yeah.
Like who's some of your favorite artists?
Right now, I'd say Tame Impala, I listen to the most. I like Travis Scott a lot. I wouldn't say he necessarily inspires me a lot, but I like Birds in the Night, or Birds in the Trap a lot. And then I like old Kid Cudi. I like his new album too, but I still like the Man on the Moon's the best.
That's cool, yeah.
Those are the people I've been listening to the most lately.
That's awesome.
Oh, my friend's really into the Smiths. I started listening to them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Was it like your first time kind of getting into them?
Yeah.
It's funny, like that's amazing. Like I want to make that happen with my music at some point. Like if you think about the Smiths, they were a band for like only 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
When they were teenagers, and then they broke up because of so many different reasons. Like the songwriters were just, they're all weird about each other, and just like decades and decades and decades later, like anytime some kid turns a teenager, he gets turned on to them. So anytime you turn into a teenager, like my kid might tell me he's listening to the Smiths now.